Hey everyone, welcome back to Phasmophobia. I wanted to talk about the new update and I wanted to test some stuff because there's something off with the sanity system and I clearly don't understand what's going on. And I've accidentally taken my multiplayer loadout. Damn. So okay, this time this objective is not there, but as you can see there is 3-star ghost photo objective. And since the update it's really messed up, so I guess for me from now on it's gonna be like, nope, I won't do ghost photos objectives anymore, or photos in general, because the photo system, you thought it was shitty before, now it's even worse. Because once your journal is full, you can't take any more photos. They won't count even for side objectives like weeklies or the ghost photo objective you can have in one mission that's randomly generated, which means for perfect games you are even more forced to take only the salt photos because the system is so effed up, in my opinion. Maybe it's just we need to adjust to the change of it, but currently I can say that I don't like it and something is off with the sanity system. I'm gonna test some stuff and I wanna see what's going on because I've been playing with friends today a lot and we have realized that our sanity goes down so incredibly fast, even with the lights on. How are you supposed to figure out a Moroi on zero evidence that way? But we're gonna go to it. Let me set up everything and we'll hop in. So, let me quickly check. Breaker was in the garage. So the upside of the update, wait for the thunder, is that if you saw it, I had a flashlight, I got a thermal, and I got matches and a glow stick. How does that work? I can only pick up 3 items, right? You can see I can't pick this up now because I'm full. But if I pick up this, and let me say the EMF, and this, I can take a 4th item because lighters and matches won't take a slot anymore. And they said they have increased performance, but I actually don't see it here. So now we're in the dark. Of course, we lose sanity. By the way, on this settings, my sanity drain rate is set to 150%. The max you can set it to is 200%. So it's 1 below the max. They've changed these sounds, which I guess it's okay. I don't really care. I can get used to that because then I know, okay, when I hear the sound, that was that door and whatsoever. Oh, here the ghost is. So, I can show you another change right away, but let me just check for the bone real quick because, like I said, we have to do it cheesy way. Oh, and by the way, we are in the lights now, right? Let me just... I don't know why I grabbed that. It's just for marking the hiding spots for me. Let's check our sanity. We are in the lights now, right? All the lights are on. The breaker's working. The way to the ghost room is lit completely. Okay, let's keep in mind we are between 96 and 100%. Let's see what happens if I now set up everything, bring all the stuff. We're gonna keep that in the back of our heads. Let's just grab those. As you can see, the tier 1 thermal now also has some randomness to it. Are you in the living room? I guess Ghosty is here. Ghosty is in the living room here. Okay. Hey there! What an event. Phone, bring. You know, usually you do this, right? There's an interaction, you hear the EMF, and you just do this, right? And you get a photo. But the new photo system kind of forces you to not do this anymore, to not even bother, because if you get one of those photos wrong, your perfect game is ruined. It used to be like that before, right? So now the problem is, if you have the objective with the ghost photo, you can't just fill up your journal with, like, for example, interaction photos like these. Yes, you can see. It's actually no use anymore. I love to do that. I love to take like different photos because only taking salt photos is kind of cheesy to me, right? And I thought, okay, I take the photos, and if I have the ghost photo as an objective, I just take it during a hunt after my journal has been filled up completely, you know? And now you can't do that anymore. Because same goes for weekly objectives and stuff like that. You can't... Oh, hey there, Ghosty. Once your journal is full, you won't generate a new photo in the system. And yeah. Which means once your journal is full, it's full, no other photo will count anymore. We used to do it like that, for example, if we had that weekly with like the photos. If it says you have to take some 3-star photos in general, we just filled up the journal, and then all the players just randomly took photos of any interaction they saw. I thought that was the bone. And we completed the objective that way. Now you can take up to 4 photos per run, and if you play on multiplayer, not everyone is gonna get them, you know? That's what it makes it more difficult, especially for multiplayer, to work together, because it's more like, oh, you've taken away my photo. It's more like working against each other, which I really don't like. It encourages people to do solo runs, just like I do. I think, okay, you know what, guys, I'm gonna help you with your photos and everything, and I'm gonna do it solo then. And that's really sad, because it doesn't strengthen the teamwork. Okay, so now I'm curious about the sanity. I've been in the lights this whole time, and this time I haven't lost any sanity, but when I played on multiplayer, I kept losing so much sanity. Why? I don't understand that system. I don't know what's going on with the sanity system. It's so weird to me. Does it mean I have to turn on all the lights in a room so my sanity doesn't drain? So, for example, this one and this one for this area here? Or how do I have to understand it? I just don't get it, you know? Also, the audio is kind of weird. For like, on different floors, it sounds so off and weird. Maybe it's a thing we have to get used to. I'm not telling, hey, everything is bad, you did. No, 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 no. I don't want to be like that, how do you say that, pessimistic person that, oh, wake up. That's just like, that's all BS, I don't like it. It's something different. No, I'm really not like that, but, oh, I forgot the breaker was upstairs in the garage, not here. Sorry. Here we go. So now I'm curious about the sanity system. I don't understand how it works. Let's put that closer to the doors in case we get a UA ability. So now I'm in this room, and it seems like I'm not losing any sanity. What happens if I turn off this light and I stay here? Do I now lose sanity? Oh, I forgot to grab the pyramid. Do I now have to have all the lights on? So, for example, in this room, there are 3 rooms. Do I have to turn on all the lights in the master bedroom, which will eat up 3 lights? And there's only 7 lights left to be used in the rest of the map. Do I get this right? Because that's actually kind of annoying, especially on large maps, if you have like rooms with multiple rooms, you know? Okay, so I've now gotten the whisper. Let's see if we have lost some sanity because I've turned off that lamp. By the way, they have also changed that the spirit box won't work if there's a tiny light on, which is really weird. Okay, see? I've lost sanity. I've lost sanity here. because that tiny light wasn't on. What? Are you serious? Do I now... Okay, the breaker's off. So, just thinking about Edgefield and Ridgeview, there are so many rooms where you have like, it's one room, yeah, but I keep going to the basement. I don't know why. I've been playing too long today. Let me show you here. Let me turn those off, because the breaker's gonna pop. That's the reason why I'm a little bit angry about this, because so here, this room, these rooms are all considered one room. So if I leave those lights here off, do I lose sanity here? Which means if I'm testing for Moroi right now, and if I go in there, it's gonna ruin my test completely. So I have to... I don't understand it. Maybe you guys know. Let me know in the comments, because it's just so confusing, you know? So see, I've lost sanity again. So is it now because it's a Moroi, or is it because I had only one light in this room on? So my question is, do I actually have to turn on in the room like the master bedroom? That's a perfect example here. Do I really have to turn on all those lights? So this and this. And if I'm standing here, do I now not lose any sanity? But once I turn off... Hey Ghosty, once I turn off one light, I lose sanity? Do I get this right? Knock knock. Oh, it knocked on the window over there. Was that a twin direction? I don't know. Okay, so how many photos do we have? I'm gonna show you the weird photo system too. We need 7 more. Okay, we can take 6 salt photos. It stepped into the salt, it killed the breaker. Okay, so now... Hey there. So now all the lights were on, right? In those rooms. I've been standing here with all lights on. Now I'm gonna turn them off for the breaker's sake. It's just, gameplay wise, it's just gonna be annoying because you wanna prevent your sanity from draining, you know? Because you're just like, okay, I wanna keep my sanity at a certain level to test for a specific hunting threshold, for example. And if you have to turn on 3 lights to do so, then, yeah, I didn't lose any now because of that. It's also not a Moroi, I guess. So, does a tiny light like this one here also count? So I mean, I kept it on every time when I play this map here. But it uses up your space you have for the lights, because if you turn on too many lights, I think on small maps it's 10 lights. And on medium maps it's 9 lights. And large maps it's 8 lights. Then the breaker pops. Let's see, we can count them. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this here would be number 10. Yeah, 10. You can have up to 10 lights. Which means if you have like a weird room, you would have to use 3 slots just to leave the lights on there. What? Seriously? Okay. So now I wanna drain sanity. I leave them off. I'm gonna stay here, leave the lights off. That's totally fine. But for example, if I want to figure out a mare or an unreal on 0 evidence ones, I try to use the hunting threshold, because the hunting threshold can help me to figure out these ghosts, because they can hunt at between 50 and 60% sanity. The mare if the lights are off in the room, and the unreal without any candles or stuff, it could hunt by itself at between 50 and 60%. So I need to make sure that I don't lose that much sanity. Let me see how much I've lost now, because it's 150. The sanity drain on this setting is 150%. Yeah, and I've already lost more than 4%. That's insane. So what would 200% be then? And how am I supposed to play on Sunny Meadows or something like that? I mean, if I have the lanterns, maybe it's a bit better. But it's so weird. Okay, so now let's play the game normally. Standing there on the sensor, huh? They have changed something with the Banshee, but I don't know what exactly. Another whisper. They've also changed that you can use now the power mic through floors, which I really think is good, but only if it's one floor beneath or one floor above. And in most of the maps you wanna hear what's above or below you. They've also changed the audio. It's almost impossible if the ghost is one floor beneath you to hear it. If it's above you, it's louder. I mean, it's kinda realistic, but it makes it also difficult. I think that's a thing we have to get used to, you know? Where was that light switch? It turned it on and back off, right? And that's what I'm talking about. There's an obvious EMF! Hello? That's what I'm talking about. It's shitty anyways. Now I'm gonna show you what I mean. What's even more shitty about the new system. I told you before how that ghost photo and stuff works, right? I need one more. Come on, can you... Maybe you can blow out this candle? Where's my EMF? Yeah, I need one EMF there to test for phantom. Come on, please blow it out. I'm gonna turn that off. Give me a sign. Are you here? Show us. Give me a sign. Where are you? Show yourself. Give us a sign. Are you here? Oh, another thing is, they've changed Orbeez. They look now way better, but since I play with zero evidence, it's pretty unlikely that... Do I have two cameras on me? Yeah, I'm insane. It's pretty unlikely that this ghost is specifically a mimic. They are now more obvious, better visibility. At first glance, I like them. I like that change. Okay, so now as you can see, the photo is full. You see my last photo in a tiny preview section here? You see that? Now look what happens if I take another photo. It doesn't add them anymore. You see that? They won't be added. There's no preview anymore of the photos. Which means now, for example, if I want to do that objective with the salt photos, for example, I can't do that anymore. Hey, buddy. Oh, shadow. I just dragged it on top of the crucifix. Even if this door here is an interaction, I can't... Where's my other camera? I can't take that photo anymore. Even the ghost photo that just happened. Here you can see the last photo here on this camera was the bone photo. And see? I can't add any more new photos. It was difficult enough to take a photo during the hunt after filling up the journal if you have the objective here, take a photo of the ghost, you know? And this makes it even more difficult. And it really, for me, gameplay-wise, it decreases the fun of completing perfect games. Especially, I'm now at the point, and with my friends we agreed on that, if we see at the start of a mission, if we see that there's take a photo of the ghost, we're just gonna reset the mission. We won't do that. We don't want to bother with that anymore. Because, in my opinion, it was difficult enough to take a ghost photo during the hunt, especially when you have been dealing with a phantom or... That's a UA. Or with a fast ghost, you know? Hey, that's cool. We got a UA ability. Oh, that's so cute. That's cute too. Where is it? This door. What's this door? Cool. Thank you, Ghosty. I really appreciate that. Can you drain some more of my sanity? Can you please do that here, maybe? I would really like that. Give me that crucifix. I mean, I want you to hunt. But, I don't know. Maybe I have to get used to that. But, my friends don't like it neither. So, we loved the old system. I mean, the old system used to have its flaws, of course. We were so often so angry because we have done everything, all the objectives. The journal was full, and then there was the last photo. It has been messed up for whatever reason, no matter if it was the player's fault or the game's fault. It was so frustrating, and now it's even worse because we loved to do those weekly objectives, you know, the weekly objectives, the daily objectives, but now I'm more like, you know what, screw them. We're just gonna try to go for perfect games. Are you still hunting? Yeah. We'll just go for perfect games and play on high difficulties. We won't do the weeklies anymore because shall I calculate this for you? So, one journal, one mission, right? You have 10 slots for photos, and it won't register any photos beyond that. This weekly here, it says, take 3-star footprint photos. I've done half of it by now. So, if you have one mission, you can only complete at max 10 of this, which means if you play on solo, you have to do 3 missions to get the 30, and you have to take all the photos of the salt footprints, which is really annoying. I know it's a weekly, you got a whole week time for this. Yes, I know. But imagine, on solo alone, you need 3 missions for that. On multiplayer, if you play with your friends, there's gonna be like, what do you say? You are concurrence, you know? It's like working against each other. Like, I want to complete this, and the others, if they get the photo, it won't count for me. It's working against each other. It's not like, more like binding the team together to work together. No, it's more like tearing the team apart. I hope you can understand what I mean, right? So, for example, look at this other objective. Here, prevent hunts with a crucifix. This objective counts for every player, no matter what. You just put the crucifixes in the room, and if the ghost uses them, it counts for all the players. But this objective here, if you have 4 people, you have to do like, I think, how many rounds are those? 12? Yeah, 12 rounds only to complete this for all your friends. And then you have to be like, okay, now you take all the photos, now you take all the photos. So 12 rounds in 1 week. Oh, that was the ability again, huh? Yeah, you heard that? That was the ability again. That's why, by the way, that's why I place sound sensors on 0 evidence. Or in general, I place them near the doors so you can hear the UA ability. But the camera, I think, yeah, it's there. May have been that door. No, it wasn't that door. It was maybe, again, the garage door. But I hope you can understand what I mean here, right? I think the game should focus more on like making the people play together and make it fun to play together and reward the people for playing together instead of forcing them to work against each other to get their objectives done. That's what I'm talking about. So, and the sanity system, it's just more confusing. I loved it the way it was before. Whoa, you scared me. See, I can take this photo now, and it doesn't even, you see that? It doesn't even add to the preview. You see that preview on the bottom left of the camera? It doesn't even register that. So, I can show you. I got that 3-star ghost photo daily objective. It won't count now. It used to count before, and I really like that because I was like, okay, I can maybe wait for a ghost event. See, it doesn't count anymore. And I think that's a huge mess because that forces players more to play cheesy and to only take the soul photos. Because I loved to take like interaction photos, like, oh, the ghost through this. It was more interesting for me. It felt more skillful, you know? It's like, okay, I have to figure out which item it threw. Oh, it threw that book that's lying there. You have to check it with the EMF. Or, oh, the door is moving, the ghost just touched it. I have to take a photo of this door, you know? And not just being like, okay, make the ghost hunt. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take this and this. But that's just my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think. Ghosty, what do you think? I think she doesn't like it. Ghosty doesn't like it too. But yeah. There are some upsides and some downsides. I don't have the tier 3 dots currently because my level is way too low. But I really love that you can now pause them. The tier 3 dots, so they're not moving around anymore back and forth. You can just place them somewhere, and if you click them once, they just stop, and they don't make a sound anymore. They're not that annoying anymore. They're way better. I really love the new tier 3 dots. I haven't checked out the thermos and stuff because I still like to use I can show it to you just as much the ghost. I might have some time. I really love the tier, or I don't actually love, but it's okay for me to have the thermo being like that. See that? The tier 1, it's now like being a little bit random. It's not like, oh, I'm going down to like exactly 1 degree. You see, it's like fluctuating like 3 degrees between 1 and 2. See, the ghost just threw something and I would like to take that photo, you know? See, I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with that, you know? But like I said, the other points, like with the sanity system, it's just more confusing. Before it was like lights on, no sanity drain, lights off. Sanity drain according to the settings, the map size, if you play solo or multiplayer. That was easy, but now, yeah, you have to turn on all the lights in the room and you have to waste all your slots for the breaker. What's the sense of that? You know? And I don't know how it works on the medium maps and large maps now. If it's still like always drain like 80% sanity, so 80% sanity drain instead of 100% in the darkness. I was totally fine with all that, you know, but this is now so confusing.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
So on multiplayer you actually have to turn on so many lights then. It's weird. So I don't like the new sanity system. I'm honest with that. And yeah, like I said about the rest, the photo system. See, not a perfect game again, which is, it was frustrating before, and now it's even more frustrating. Maybe this was my mistake, of course, because I shouldn't have just taken a light switch photo when I heard a light switch being flickered and an EMF going off in front of it. How dare I, right? But, yeah, I don't know what to think about that. And this even makes the Apocalypse challenge even more difficult, actually. Because, yeah, taking the ghost photo used to be difficult before, and now you have to do it during hunt. And oh yeah, what I forgot to say, you can't scroll your inventory items. When you take a photo with a tier 2 camera, for example, you have to wait until the photo has been generated and put into the preview part, and then now you can scroll, which means taking a photo during the hunt on Apocalypse, if you want to take a photo and scroll to the smudge stick, you can't scroll to it. You have to wait like for 4 or 5 seconds. Let me see. I can look at this. Hold on. That's another reason I died because of that today, you know? Here. Time between photos. It says 2, but for us it felt like 5 because we have been counting in between. It was with a tier 2 camera today. So this makes it even more difficult. And even if you like smudge the ghost and then scroll to the camera to take photos during the smudge effect, then you're not able to go back to your smudge. Why are players being that punished? You know, players that try to take photos during the hunt. What's the crime about that? That's what really makes me angry about these new settings. And yeah. But like I said, there are some upsides, there are some downsides. Maybe you have to get used to it. But I think this is just like towards players who want to take the photo during a hunt. A huge like punch in the face, actually. And my friends and me, we have decided to screw the photos in the future and just try to, and also we're gonna ignore objectives like that. I mean, I love doing those objectives, you know, this here ghost photo objective, those footprints objectives. I love to do them because it added some variety. You just like, okay, we're gonna do that objective, we're gonna change the way we play a little bit for that. But if you have to do so much, not everyone is a full-time streamer that can play the game like for 8 to 10 hours a day. There are people out there who work, who just still wanna progress, do some stuff here, but who don't wanna sit there all day for this. But that's only my opinion. Let me know what you think. I hope you liked it. See you in the next one. Bye!